The detective. It isn't an easy one, but it rarely lacks for excitement.
Protect your loved ones with my fine hand cannons.
The hull took a battery, to be sure.
Their squire's gonna be so jealous when I get back.
Mariner.
The hull took a battering, to be sure. She wouldn't be standing at all if it weren't for you. They call me the Mariner. Shipwright, handyman. I'm the only one keeping the harbor afloat. Well, beside Captain Avery.
For helping you out, I expect some appreciation in the form of caps.
You and me both. Been saving these whelps for ages without even a word of thanks. I don't suppose you'd be willing to lend a hand. In order to do proper repairs, I need tools. Specialized tools. And they won't be easy to come by. 450 caps if you can, though.
So I'd be risking my life for only 450 caps.
I'm a bit short on caps. But I have old Jimmy's shotgun I can give you. Heavens no, he can't use it anymore.
You've kept the walls together this long. Why do you need special tools now?
I want to build the hull up proper. Make it strong. And keep those blasted crabs out. For good. You ain't big on conversation, are you?
So I'd be risking...
Heavens no.
Uh-huh. Sign me up. I'll help.
Eagle's Cove Tannery. Tools are certain to be there. Now get.
Someday, I want to be the best laser rifle shooter in the Brotherhood.
You ain't on. You ain't long for this war. Buy my guns now.
Fresh shipment. All your medical and food needs. Psst. Looking for a bargain?
Andre.
Please. No. Jean. No. No.
Welcome to my clinic. You need anything?
I know a few things.
You say, but I'll be watching.
this? I can't wait till we start live weapons training. It's not every day they let us squires out into the field.
Fortify your gut against the fog. With whiskey. Ha ha!
After today, it's gonna be hard to go back to patrolling the privilege. Someday, I want to be the best laser rifle shooter in the Brotherhood.
We're trying to have a...
Yes.
conversation here.
Shut your mouth. Open your damn ears. So the fogs are coming for us all. Can't see any better way of greeting it than to have another round. On the house.
Yeah!
Time to party.
Here's some Mitch!
Hey there.
Mainlander, today's your lucky day. Free beer for ya. Ha ha!
You have anything a bit stronger?
Pushing your luck, are ya? Ha! I like it. Take this. Top shelf all around. So, drink up. Stay here over long and the fog will claim you. Might as well meet her with a belly full of fire, eh?
What's so special about it?
Can you feel it? Even here, as safe as anyone can.
Really?
It's alive. You walk inland and it'll blanket you up in no time. If we click, the madness will.
Yeah? The fog can...
Yes, it's not natural. The trappers you find inland, so. But many just got lost in the fog. If you have any sense, return where you came from.
If it's so deep.
This is our home. If you call yourself... Besides, we all gotta die. Might as well do it with your long knife deep in the belly of the beast that wronged you. Ah,
Let's see what you have on tap.
now that's what I like to hear. Ha!
Mitch,
How can the last plank set you up?
I'd like to rent a room.
It's up the stairs.
You don't like the service, there's the door. I hope mainlanders did better than my regulars. What you need?
What do you have to drink?
All sorts of old... And before you ask, Vim is an Islander favorite. But it may pack more punch than the stuff you're used to.
I'm ready to order.
Certainly.
Life's too bloody short to be sober. Booze for the belly or bunk for the night?
Wish they'd let me have a gun. Proctor Tegan just laughed at me.
I, for one, won't go down unless I'm roaring drunk.
till we start live weapons training.
You look like you need an ice cold Vim. The belly, but gets the job done. Get it now.
The other squire's gonna be so jealous when I get back.
Captain Avery said you can get me to Acadia.
Heard there was a scuffle out there. You get your hands dirty? I'm done leading people to their deaths in the fog. Last fella couldn't keep up. Didn't last 5 minutes.
Can you tell me about Acadia?
Strange folk like there. Call themselves synths. Seems to me they just want to be left alone, to live their life in peace. They've done some good turns for us islanders. The fog condensers, most especially, wouldn't even be a Far Harbor left without those.
What's a fog?
The condensers? They're a tricky bit of science. Powered by the wind farm, the synth fellows got up and
What?
us islanders don't particularly like being obligated to them.
I'm not some no-name mainlander. I'm tough enough for your little island.
Sling a bit of lead on the hull, and now you think you're ready to walk in the fog? Things you'll see inland make that look like a Sunday stroll.
If you don't give a damn about mainlanders...
Don't care much. But I got better things to do.
I helped the harbor out. I figure all of you owe me something at least.
Well, I suppose there's a bit of truth there. I could get you to Acadia. But you still won't be easy. You stock up on your necessities, and then the real work can...
Should I?
Ammo, stim packs, maybe a rocket or 3.
I need to take care of it.
Handle your necessities.
If you need a room, see Mitch.
Someday, I want to be the best laser rifle shooter in the Brotherhood.
Drown your worries in cheap booze.
Soon, I'll graduate tonight and get to take on missions like this on my own.
Burns the belly, but gets the job done. Get it now.
It's not every day they let us squires out into the field.
Life's too bloody short to be sober.
Someday, I want to be the best laser rifle shooter in the Brotherhood.
Fortify your gut against the fog. With whiskey! Ha ha!
Oh, I think Dick likes you. Here, kitty.
The other squires are gonna be so jealous when I get back.
Hey,
I'm listening.
Nick,
I think we ought to talk.
what's wrong?
Wrong? Oh no, nothing's wrong. We've just been traveling a while now, and I figured there hasn't exactly been equitable distribution of information. Gotten a decent glimpse into your dirty laundry, but you still don't really know a whole heck of a lot about me. I figured I'd offer to balance the board. So, anything you want to know?
So who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself for a long damn time. I know I'm a synth, authentic Institute handiwork, but I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone the willies these days. I get tune-ups now instead of checkups. My memories, my personality, they're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment back before the war. They scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my ears. Don't know why they chose to make a robot based on some pre-war cop instead of a math genius or a bioengineer. Hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage instead of turning me into one of their people snatchers.
Wait, the original Nick was from my time?
Sure was. Which meant when I finally ended up out here, it was quite the rude awakening. I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap, a body in tatters and a head full of memories belonging to a man who'd been dead for 200 years. Suffice to say, it was a confusing couple of weeks. Folks didn't really know much about synths back then, so when I finally ran into people, they mostly treated me with caution rather than hostility. But the kids, they weren't afraid. I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got the boot from the Institute. My first human contact in this world. Grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood came out to ogle the mechanical man. It eventually turned into a pretty swell soiree. Local mechanic even gave me a once-over, free of charge. Those people, they treated me like a human being. I've been trying to return the favor ever since. It's a surprisingly rare trait out here sometimes. It's something I've noticed you got a fondness for. Part of the reason I've stuck around this long.
Where's that
Not
town?
much for
We
conversation.
should go visit.
Tried to go back and say thanks once I'd gotten myself established. But the place was wiped off the map. Raiders. Don't know what happened to the people.
If you're good to people, they'll be good back. That's something I've always believed.
Couldn't agree more. Well, I expect you're about as bored as can be listening to me rattle my skeletons. We should probably head out.
Hey,
Do something for you?
Nick.
Proctor
You all
Tegan
right?
just laughed at me.
You need something?
I wanted to make sure things were okay between you and me.
I'd say we're pretty darn good, considering what we're up against. But there's always more good to be done.
Your thoughts?
I got your back.
Your thoughts?
Who do you think actually won the war?
That's all for now.
Sure, sure.
Looking a mite too sober by my estimation. I can fix that. I, for one, won't go down unless I'm roaring drunk.
Soon I'll graduate tonight and get to take on missions like this on my own. I don't see why everyone isn't out to eradicate these abominations.
Drown your worries
I
in
don't
cheap.
see why everyone isn't out to eradicate these abominations.
Fortify your gut against the fog. With whiskey. Ha ha!
Lancer Captain Kells said it's gonna take a lot of hard work and discipline if I want to be as good as you.
Burns the belly, but gets the job done. Get it now.
After today, it's gonna be hard to go back to patrolling the Pridwin.
Life's too bloody short to be sober. Drown your worries in cheap booze.
I wish they let me have a gun. Proctor Teagan just laughed at me. Lancer Captain Kells said it's gonna take a lot of hard work and discipline if I want to be as good as you.
Life's
I
too
can't
bloody
believe I was
short
lucky
to
enough
be
get this
sober.
assignment. After this, I can't wait till we start live weapons training.
I, for one, won't go down unless I'm roaring drunk.
I wish they let me have a gun. Proctor Teagan just laughed at me. Lancer Captain Kells said it's gonna take a lot of hard work and discipline if I want to be as good as you.
Fortify your gut against the fog. With whiskey. Ha ha!
The other squires are gonna be so jealous when I get back. After today, it's gonna be hard to go back to patrolling the Prydwen.
Burns the belly, but gets the job done. Get it now.
I can't believe I was lucky enough to get this assignment.
Drown your worries in cheap booze.
After this, I can't wait till we start live weapons training.
We're the only bar in town.
Someday, I want to... Soon I'll graduate tonight and get to take on missions like this on my own.
Well, hello.
I don't see why everyone isn't out to eradicate these abominations.